So this morning I've woken up to a few transfer rumours, a little bit better transfer rumours actually. The first one is Mosquera. I think it's Christian Mosquera. I don't actually know too much about him. I'm not gonna be one of these guys that pretend I know really who that is. I've seen a lot of people with graphs, heat maps, all these stats acting like they really know everything about this guy. I think he's 20 years old. He's from Valencia, which is obviously in La Liga. Apparently he's a Rodrygo type defender. Quick, like good on the ball. Apparently, I don't actually know too much about him. I've seen the odd clips like everyone else, but I don't know too much about him. But and yeah, apparently he's gonna be Saliba backup, so right centre back. So yeah, we do need a right centre back backup. I mean, we've had Ben White there. He's been injured last season. Tomiyasu. I don't know what's going on with Tomiyasu. Like, I'm probably need to do another video on Tomiyasu on his own because I don't actually know where he is. I've heard no reports. I've heard no updates on Tomiyasu, so I've got no idea. But this Mosquera links seems like a good player. Makes sense. 20 odd million as well, so it makes sense. It looks like again another clever signing by the club. Not a priority signing to me. That's not what, to me, I'm feeling like we should be looking at attacking options. I need to see this level of detail in attack. We're doing a lot of smart, clever signings in positions that are not priority to me. Norgard, not a priority. Mosquera, not a priority. Looking at Hato, again, not a priority. I want those guys, but it's not a priority. So that's how I see it. The second link that I saw was obviously Eze. And I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, where's he gonna play?" or this and all these type of things, or the guard position. Listen, I'm happy to just have someone like him in the squad. Last year, when we had injuries, we had no one to continue the level that we were at. We had Saka was out, Havertz was out, Jesus was out. And another thing is, you got to remember, I think Arteta is still planning for Jesus to come back. I genuinely believe that he's thinking about Jesus as a squad player. When I'm not, I'm seeing it as Jesus is not a squad player. I think Arteta's planning for him to be in the squad, obviously. Naturally, you would do because he's part of the team, but I'm more seeing it as Jesus is not in my plans at all, and we need to plan without Jesus. And then when he comes back, then we think about getting rid of him. That's how I'm seeing it. So Eze is a clear as day signing that I would take at Arsenal. And people are saying, oh, if you get Eze, you might not be able to get Rodrygo as well. Why not? Why can't we get Rodrygo and Eze? Like, I don't understand. When people are saying, oh yeah, because one plays here and one, I'm not, listen, I'm not interested in all of the, one's a left winger, one's a touchline left winger, one's an inside forward, one's an attacker. I'm not bothered. I know Eze plays predominantly roughly attacking midfield, slightly on the left. I know Rodrygo plays on the right, but his preferred position is on the left. We need players that play around the left-hand side. I'm struggling to think that Arteta would actually buy Rodrygo and Eze and still have Martinelli and Trossard in the squad. I just don't see how that works. Because if you've got Eze, he now covers left-hand side and attacking midfield. If you've got Rodrygo, he covers the left-hand side and the right, potentially. So you'd have Trossard, Martinelli, Eze and Rodrygo all kind of interchange between the left-hand side. And I just don't see how that works. I don't see how. So I believe it's probably going to be one or the other. And the issue that we've got is Rodrygo will be my preferred signing. Eze is Premier League proven, so I would be happy to have Eze in the squad. Let's get that bit first and foremost. But I think that to have Eze in the squad and to have Rodrygo in the squad, I think if you buy Eze now, and then Rodrygo comes available, you have to also buy him. But I just don't see Arsenal doing that. I think if they buy Rodrygo now, they won't go for Eze. And I think they're waiting on if Rodrygo's actually going to become available, because obviously he's playing in a Club World Cup right now. I know he's not starting, but he's playing in a Club World Cup. So where he's playing in a Club World Cup at the minute, I feel like it's quite hard to make a decision whether you buy Eze or not. And I think that's what the club are waiting for. They're going to have to wait to see if Rodrygo's available. Because if he is available, you have to buy him. If he's not available, then you go and get Eze. But Eze might not be waiting around for Arsenal. Do you see what I'm saying? So you have to go and buy Eze, and then Rodrygo comes available and buy him as well. That's where I'm at with this club. Like, if you want Gyökeres, buy him, And if another one comes available that you think is a market opportunity, like Watkins, you buy him as well. That's where I'm at, because as far as I'm concerned, we need 2 strikers. And right now, we don't have any strikers in our squad. Arteta might be like, yeah, we've got Havertz and Jesus. They're not strikers to me. So to me, I would be looking at Gyökeres or Sesko, but I want Gyökeres and Watkins is what I will be looking at. I'll be looking at Rodrygo and Eze. The same way he's stacking up the defence with Mosquera and Timber and Ben White and Saliba and Gabriel and Lewis Skelly and Calafiori and Kivior and Zinchenko and looking at Hato. It's the same way I want that in attack. Like we haven't even got any midfielders. We've only got Marino, Zubimendi looks like he's coming in, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. That's really the only midfielders that we've got. Maybe I think I'm missing one. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm missing one. We've only got 4 or 5 midfielders. So we've only got the attacking options that we've got are not strong enough to sustain a title challenge. We saw it last year. Our attack is not strong enough to cover the whole season in 4 competitions. If we want to win competitions, if you want to go deep in 4 competitions, you need a deep squad, and I think we learned that last year. I think Arteta realised last year that the minimal squad thing, which he thought would make more sense, didn't actually work, and you need a deeper squad than that. I think Man City are doing exactly the same thing, but everyone's going to get a chance to play, and everyone's going to be playing. It's a squad game now. There's too many games, too many minutes, too much opportunities, too many sub appearances, too many main starters. We need everyone to be playing, and Eze to me is a quality player, knows the league already, understands it, plays from the left hand side, Arsenal fan as well apparently. It would cost 70 or 80 million pounds, but that's perfectly fine for me. That's what you're going to get for a player like that. He tore apart Man City in the cup final. I've seen him play against the top teams, England international. I will take him all day long. All day long. He'll be competition for Odegaard as well, who needs competition. He'll be competition for the left-hand side. He can play. I would not, if we're playing against Man City or Liverpool, I wouldn't be upset if Eze's on the pitch. Whereas now, when Trossard's on the pitch, I'm upset. When Martinelli's playing, I'm like, Martinelli's on the pitch. If only we had an upgrade there. But if Eze's on the pitch, I'm not upset. So that's why I would bring Eze in. I would also, like I say, bring Rodrygo in. And this Mosquera, like I say, I don't know too much about him. I wouldn't be upset if he's on the pitch, because what that does, it allows Timber and Ben White to be right backs. I think Tomiyasu's messed up Arteta's plans, to be fair to him. But Timber and Ben White are right backs. Left backs are Lewis Skelly and Calafiori, I think. Or maybe left centre-back Calafiori, but I'm not too sure what he's doing there. And the centre-backs would be Mosquera and Saliba and Gabriel, and I'm not too sure whether it's going to be Calafiori or Kivior. Yeah, so it'll be Gabriel and Kivior, left centre-back. Miles Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, left back. Timber, Ben White, right back. And Saliba and Mosquera, centre-back, right centre-back. Obviously, Kepa and Raya, goalkeepers. Midfield's a little bit all over the place. I'm not too sure. Rice will be an 8, but obviously Zubimendi will be a 6. Rice will be an 8. Odegaard is what I'm assuming will be the front line. But we need that level in attack. We need that level of detail and depth that we've got in defence in attack. And my priority is attack. We didn't have an issue with our defence this year. Even when Gabriel was injured in the Champions League, Kivior came in, was solid. He was better than I thought he was, actually, to be honest. And he performed far higher than I even realised. So to me, I need that level of detail and ruthlessness in attack. I've had enough of worrying about defenders that we don't actually need. We need defenders, of course you do need a squad game, but Mosquera is not more important than Gyökeres. Hato is not more important than getting a Rodrygo in. It's just not. And we need to focus on our attack right now. Saka can't do it all. And Saka's not even a 20-goal-a-season player yet. And we're relying on him to be doing things that he's not even meant to be doing right now. He's supposed to be our facilitator. He's not meant to be our 30-goal-season player yet, because he's not that yet. So, to me, I feel like we need to now, if we do get Mosquera and we are looking at Eze, I like those. But I want Eze done. I want that done, and then I'll be like, yes, now we can start. Because I'd rather get these players in, and then other links arise. Oh, Eze's signed for Arsenal, and then, but maybe they're going to get Rodrygo. There's a few extra links. I'd rather that. At least I know I've got Eze in. I'd rather that than, are we going to get Eze, maybe, but Rodrygo might be available. Because right now, none of them are signed. There's a lot of links and no signing. So to me, I feel like we need to get players in, get the player like Eze, get him in, and then if Rodrygo becomes available, then you can start going for him. And I also want a striker and Watkins. I want 2 strikers and I want 2 left wingers. That's the level I'm at. If we've got to sell Trossard, I know Trossard just signed a new deal, and Martinelli, I don't know what's going on with them, but I just can't see Arsenal signing Rodrygo and Eze. I'll be honest, I can't see it. You've got Trossard and Martinelli in the squad. I can see Arteta trying to get the best out of Martinelli, because Martinelli, at his best, is a seriously good player, but it's just been 2 years and we haven't got time to wait anymore. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Mosquera, Eze, and the Rodrygo links. Hopefully we bring them in sooner rather than later and stop having links and transfer rumours. Hopefully we can actually bring these guys in and get to work, because pre-season starts in a couple of weeks. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it.